Right, Manchester United play Newcastle. Five things to expect ahead of the game. I'll be talking about the predicted team, the tactics. It's going to be a huge game for Manchester United. Tricky away game at St James's Park. And let's talk about the first thing to expect, changes to the team. Now listen, we have the huge one of being Andre Onana getting dropped. Now, obviously, we talk about is he going to get dropped and whatnot. I think he will. The reports were suggesting that Amarim will drop him for this game. And then put him back in goal against Leon. I mean, that doesn't make sense. I feel like, and listen, Binder isn't great either. We're acting like Binder's a top keeper. Binder's very, very shaky himself. I think he has like more, like he isn't great. But is he better than Onana? He probably would do a better job at the moment. Now, in terms of back five, it makes a lot of sense who you go for. You go Masraoui, you go Maguire, you go Yoro, you go Delo, and you go Dorgu. That'd be the back five I'd be looking to go for. I think Yoro had a fantastic game. It's difficult for him on the left, but again, he's had a solid game there. Coming up against Murphy, probably Livramento or Trippier is going to be a tricky game. And Isak as well, you might have to help Maguire, cover him. Masraoui was fantastic against Leon again, bringing the ball up from the back, confidence. He's a very important player. Delo, listen, I think he had a decent game, had that one reckless challenge, but that was really about it. He was sharp on the ball, attacked well, and yeah, didn't really get caught out too much from what I can remember. Our left wing back Dorgu, again, people mixed emotions about Dorgu. He had an okay game against Leon, had a decent start to his time at United, starts every game more or less when he's available because you know how much you need a left footer down there. Put two good crosses into the box. Which chances have come from, which is more than what we've been seeing recently. So, yeah, happy with that. Now, in midfield is a big one. Remember last time we played Newcastle, Ugarte and Bruno were suspended. So we were forced to play Casemiro, Ericsson, Xerxes, Ahmad. I can't remember who started our last game, but I remember we didn't have Bruno and we didn't have Ugarte, and they were huge. Now, in this game, I'm going to go Casemiro, and I'm going to go with Bruno next to him. I'm going to put Ugarte on the bench. Yes, he got a kind of an assist. But I just want to see Casemiro in midfield. Yes, it's an energetic midfield, and you could get overrun, which is where you could see Ugarte come in. But personally, for me, that's what I would go with. Then I would go with Mount and Garnacho as the 10s. You could see Manu come in, you could see Ericsson come in, but that's what I would go with, and I'd go Xerxes through the middle. You could put Cheeto through the middle, put Garnacho on the bench, put Zirks in the 10, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So that would be my team. A few changes there. Binder comes in for Onana. And one or two routine changes in midfield. Now, number two, United threat. Again, I think it has to come from wide, just based on the fact Newcastle play narrow. I think you can definitely utilise them down the left and the right hand side. I think Dorgu's key. We have to put more crosses into the box. I think utilising someone like Bruno in this game, we know how Newcastle play. High energy, they're going to be at home. St James Park, it's a very, very tricky ground to go. They stood off that high of beating Liverpool, was it 3-4 games ago? So it isn't going to be easy. So that's what I think would happen there. Now, number three, Newcastle's threat. Now, Newcastle, fantastic game. The last game I watched of them was I watched about 70 minutes, 65 minutes against Leicester, in which they actually played well, 3-0. But listen, we beat Leicester 3-0, so doesn't mean anything. Newcastle, they play a 4-3-3 flat. We know the quality that they have. Tonali, Joe Linton, powerful Gameras, powerful midfielders. Defensively, Livramento's having a good season. I do like the look of him. Trippier, the experience, Shea, Dan Burn, Nick Pope, and then the front three. Listen, it doesn't look the best on paper, but Murphy, like, he's one of those, he gets goals, he gets assists. Like, he's a very valuable player for them. Isak, again, we know the threats that he have. And obviously Harvey Barnes, I think Gordon's out of this game, so that's going to be difficult for them. But again, they have quality all around the pitch. So we must be careful of what they have to offer. We know how they're going to play. They like to put crosses into box, high energy, high tempo, high pressing. And it is going to be difficult. But listen, their main threat is Isak. He's going to be a handful. But I think with Yoro, Maguire in there, Masraoui, and the support of the midfield, we should be able to keep him quiet. So that's that. That's number three. Now in terms of number four, Lyon is more important, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Yes, this game's against Newcastle, but the Lyon game is way more important. You want to see Manchester United putting a performance in which we have that intensity, we have that quality, but that Lyon game is way more important. Making sure we just get past this game with no injuries, and you just go into that Lyon game. The Lyon game was good. We had players back, Manu, Mount starting to get some more minutes. We are getting players returning. Hopefully Aiden Heaven will be back soon. Obviously Ahmad looking like he's trying to increase his rehabilitation, so that's good. But all focus on Lyon. I think we can beat Newcastle. Again, it's going to be tricky. Now this leads me on to the fifth and final thing. Now the fifth and final thing to expect is the result. Now let's talk about the result. United have struggled to score goals. Yes, we got 2 against Lyon. We didn't score any against Forest. Didn't score any against City. In terms of what the result's going to be, I'm going to go 2-2. No, I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. I'd never want to predict the United loss. But I just think the atmosphere, the way that we've been playing, we struggled to score goals. Listen, I would love Manchester United to get the win. It is going to be very, very difficult. In terms of, you look at United's team, as I said at the start, you probably expect that team there. What I listed, maybe a few rotations. But again, it's going to be tricky. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new. These have been the 5 things to expect from Manchester United's trip to St James Park to play Newcastle. It's a big week coming up. We play Lyon and then I believe Wolves, obviously after Newcastle. There's some big games coming up. A lot is riding on that Lyon game. So that's where you could see Amorim potentially take out Bruno, take out someone like Adorgu who's still adapting, playing a lot of games. But again, you look at who do you replace him with and the quality and drop off there. But let me know some interesting talking points. Do you start Højlund? Do you start Cheeto? Do you start Xerxes up front? Do you start Onana in goal? What's your team? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new. And peace.